Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Expanse reaction. This is Road Live, and my name is Matt. Okay, so last time on The Expanse, what happened? We had the Rosie crew. Well, it's got split by now, but okay, so on Illos we got Holden and Amos, and they had to deal with the planet exploding. Well, not actually, but well, it did actually explode at one point, and the explosion, the eruption, whatever that was so massive that it created an earthquake, a shockwave, and a tsunami that eventually made its way to the other side of the planet, where it got the settlement, and there were some people that died because of the shockwave mostly. Then we got everyone, or most people, I suppose, to evacuate into the old building, the old construct that we came here to investigate. That's been here for like 5 billion years apparently, which is a stupid amount of time. So we hid inside there and we sealed the thing, I believe. Holden went out there and tried to like manually close it, and then he like slid in like last second, and that was that. That was dope. So now the entire settlement, everyone who survived, as well as Mercury and the Earth Corporation people, whatever, and then yeah, Holden and Amos, they're hanging out over there. On Orbit, we got Naomi and Alex, as well as what was her name, Lucia. They're hanging out, and apparently every single like ship on Orbit, fusion drives, apparently they just stopped working, so they just got no generators going, and that is bad because that means that the ship will eventually get pulled by the gravitational force of the planet and they will just fall and crash, which is bad. So we'll see what happens over there. Also, apparently the planet has like a force field around it that disintegrates anything that gets near it. So that's happening. Okay, so then on the other side of the story, we got Gunny. She's finally, well, we actually got the answer of like what is she doing, and I think, and she's actually gotten close, and she's doing her job as a criminal now. So she helped the criminals in order to infiltrate into this place and steal the shit. So she's actually making it work, but it's not the kind of thing that I would think that she would do. So I'm still like, I'm waiting for her to like turn on them. Like all of this was so she gains their trust. It's not necessarily like a long con, but I think it's more like in eventually she will turn on them and be like, no, this is wrong, and she will actually manage to be helpful to them getting caught, I suppose. Anyway, then on the other minor side of the story, well, yeah, minor side of the story, we got Christian Basarala, and she got the like footage of like the Belter saying like they're pushing us out or whatever, and they're killing us or whatever. So that's public. So our entire campaign is fucked. The other thing, the more important plotline, I suppose, is the drummer and Ashford. They're trying to hunt down Marco and Aros. That's it. That's all we know. We haven't gotten any development on that yet. So I suppose we're gonna see that now. By the way, I'm super sleepy. I'm really tired. It's been a tiring day. It's been a tiring couple of days, honestly. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and we'll see what happens. So yeah, The Expanse season 4. I forgot what episode it was. Season 4, episode 7. Let's go. Oh, she's taking their eyes. What if more people have the same shit that she got?
RC and the Belters set up separate camps, so not much has really changed down here.
Oh, okay, so they're still split.
Scopes are still showing an ocean sitting on top of you.
Nowhere at all for us to go?
Not unless you manage to bag a boat.
I run the calculations on the barb's orbital decay rate. Based on the ship's current altitude, speed, and power reserves, they have
Maybe a few more days before they fall out of orbit.
Well, shit. And the daughter is on that ship. Just to spice up the stakes.
We only have enough water purification tablets to last a day, maybe 2. So we're all just still at the mercy of you and your invisible friend.
Muller, can you show up and do something for us? Was that like a tiny blue light? I don't know what he was looking at.
You said you started noticing these spots about an hour ago?
Yes.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, there's some kind of disease going on. Oh, this is the dad too. Can he see? Oh, it's green shit. This is bad. I feel like this is not gonna go away as easily.
Our best guess is that this perimeter of moons is the boundary for this fusion shutdown. We just won't know until we are outside of them. We're gonna offload your daughter and everyone else onto the Rossi. All right? Nobody on Barb is gonna go down with that ship.
If we lose the lithium ore that we mine, we may as well be dead. I'll have nothing left.
We got to save the lithium
No
ore.
way to rebuild the colony.
Did they say there's like a circle of moons?
Following
Okay,
this
back to.
attempt, the OPA leadership failed me. And I, in turn, failed the people of this planet. The safety of this planet and its people is my sacred responsibility, and one that I have never taken lightly, and never will. Jesus Christ. I sound incompetent.
I thought you came across as honest and open, ma'am.
Do you know who else is honest and open? The person who says nothing when nobody asks a fucking question!
We just got the new poll numbers.
Do share. The suspense is killing me.
They're gonna be bad.
Gao is within 3 points.
It could have been a lot worse.
Get the fuck out. Both of you.
I think your advisors were right.
Oh, I see. So when there's another heiress and our planet is burning, at least we did the right thing.
I don't like to see you like this.
You wanted to be a part of this campaign.
You're right. I did. Now we know I'm not infallible.
How certain are we that the OPA information is valid?
We have high confidence in our source. This was taken days ago aboard the Pazuza, a Belter freighter out of Palace Station. With the cooperation of the governor of Ceres, we renditioned a known associate of Marco to a black site and confirmed the ID.
We've been monitoring the ship's flight path. It hasn't made any stops and no other ships have docked with it. Whoever got on hasn't gotten off.
But none of your assets witnessed him actually board the ship.
No, but as I said, our confidence is high.
I think this is a trap. I don't think it's in the ship.
A tactical marine strike. The Raskolnikov will fire a precision railgun shot in order to take out the ship's drive. Then a marine insertion team and a breaching pod will board and take the ship. Collateral damage will be low, but our own risk of casualties still exists.
If we could put this terrorist on trial, we could make an example out of.
She wants the head on a spike. I feel like she's being reckless. And this is gonna backfire because it's probably Marco playing everyone.
You said your ghost friend has been turning on these ancient machines here.
Yeah. Unless we can shut them off, I don't think we'll get our fusion drives back online.
Is there anything my people can do or help you do? I'm just trying to work out exactly what we're dealing with here so that we can possibly help you fix the situation. Nobody wins if we all die.
I've examined nearly everyone here. We are all infected. Microorganisms native to this planet are making a home in our eyes.
Specifically the eyes. Yeah.
They're eating away at our eyes.
Yes, they probably will end up eating away at our eyes.
So what can you do?
Right now, nothing.
This is bad. I hate this.
Let me try again.
He doesn't have it.
How long? Until people start going blind.
They already are. Maybe a day.
Jesus.
These things like salt water. That flood probably acted like a great big exposure event. Also, we're all living in each other's pockets, so everything is going to spread more easily.
Holden doesn't have it. We didn't find this kid's parents. Oh shit.
They never came back.
Well, they're dead. They're 100% dead.
Your parents made sure you made it, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
You see that pretty lady over there?
Barely. I
right
just see
there.
green shit.
Everything's green.
Oh, he can't see anymore already. That was a joke.
Don't worry. I'll see for the both of us.
That's awesome.
You not do nothing! You tried to steal our water! I'm going to get my own water!
Get back to your post, that's an order. Go!
Okay, what are we doing?
Careful. You're gonna need every last one of those power modules. There should be 12 of them.
Okay, they're instructing her to do this shit.
My mother hates herself for what she did. I don't believe she ever wanted to hurt anyone.
She was just trying to protect your family and your home. I know the feeling of wanting to run away. Every day is harder than the next. I ran. I regretted it ever since.
Your mother's been caring for you even since before you were born.
She wants you to go and chase your dreams. That's all any mother ever wants.
You're being given knowledge and answers that humans have only dreamt about.
I've also been given horrific nightmares and visions of death I can never unsee.
To me, that sounds like an acceptable trade-off.
This woman is very, knowledge-centered.
Any scientist would kill to change places with you. I know I would.
Yeah, maybe a day before everyone goes blind.
Are you fucking serious? I need your help. Making sure everyone stays calm.
Fucking Amos on mental care work.
Without you.
I believe in you. We went through book 2 with Prax. We went through book 3 with Anna. Amos has grown as a character. Oh, you're a history
Achilles
dude.
was the greatest of warriors. So Ulysses tries to bend and defeat him.
Yo, but did Achilles and Patroclus fuck?
I thought surprise visits were against the rules.
Fuck their rules. I'm interested. I wanted to see my husband.
That's great.
When Eris happened, I remember I felt so helpless. Everything was about to end, and there was nothing I could do about it. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Because you're scared for the planet? Or because you're not in control of the outcome?
Both of those things. I need to lean on you during times like this.
I've never questioned the things you've done before, because I knew you were doing them for the right reasons. But it feels like this election isn't about you being right anymore. It's just about you needing to win. Would losing be so bad?
It's why I need to win. I can't be right if I don't.
How far are you willing to go to find out?
As far as I have to.
When my son was 5, a little guy, he wanted sand for his birthday.
Sand?
Mm-hmm. I still remember the look on his face when he opened that box.
And he found sand, and he was like, that's the dopest shit I've ever seen.
Couldn't be the man that my wife and my little kid needed me to be. I have to live with that. I could never make that right. You still have a chance to make it right. Make new memories with your kid instead of sitting around like me, hanging on to one moment that I got right.
We could use the Rossi itself, right?
We'd be putting both ships at risk.
But could it work?
In principle, it could work.
Use the Rosie to physically push.
What if we take the nets apart and weave together a single cable that long? Could that work? Please.
This is a crazy ass plan, but I believe it will work.
We're going to need you to deconstruct the mining nets and weld and weave them together into a single tow cable.
Yeah, we can do that. Our center of mass has changed because of all the lithium we're carrying. We'll need to build a gantry to provide a height to counterbalance everything. It could work, but...
The guy in the back is like, yeah, shit. She knows her too. Nice scene. It shows that she's actually like capable and learning, and this is kind of her element.
If we do this right, this disaster is the best thing that could have happened to us. We have to silence Holden now.
He wants to assassinate Holden. Mercury, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not sure you can assassinate the main character.
I've been spilling blood my entire career and making others rich of it. If we can control the technology that Holden activated, this planet is worth hundreds of billions more.
Oh, he wants to take over the planet.
No, we're getting what we're owed. There's more than enough for the both of us. I need to know that you've got my back when I make my move.
You've never had to pay for my loyalty.
Well, I thought so too. But your off-duty activities have given me reason to question you.
Ooh.
Amos is not a problem.
Which means that he doesn't trust her at all. Oh, he's dead.
Leo! my friend, you fucking piece of shit, skinny! How does that feel? How the fuck does that feel?
What the fuck? Did the water do something to him? Oh, it's leeches. Get the shit away from you, dude. Take the shit off. No, he's dead. That's what killed Liam too. There's shit on the water. They're falling. Oh, you're dead.
What the fuck?
You should get away from this place. Okay. Alright. Get the fuck away from this room. Get away from this room, dude. Why are we still here? Fuck this place. Let's just burn it all down. It goes all the way in, doesn't it? Did it come from inside or from the water? That's bad.
Railgun is charged.
She's gonna try to do the tactical marine approach, but it's gonna go bad. They're gonna destroy it, or they're gonna kill civilians, and then it's gonna be like Christian so I blew up a couple of civilians, whatever. I still think this is a trap by Marco Inaros. I'm still holding into my theory that like Nancy Gao and the Martians and Marco Inaros are all like cahooting together. What if the ship has like a self-destruct mechanism in it, and they're gonna be like Earth blew it up?
Where's Marco Inaros?
It's self-destructed. It absolutely self-destructed. And they're gonna be like, Earth did it. That's the end? Okay. They're gonna be like, Earth did it. Christian's fucked, dude. Azarella is fucked. Alright, so those leeches, like, things are just getting from bad to worse for our guys here over at Elas. Like, holy shit, the planet blew up, the planet got floated, we ran into a alien weird construct to hide from the flood, and by the flood I mean the flood that flew the entire planet, in order to survive. We got infected with like an alien parasite that eats away at our eyes, and it has infected literally everyone's except for the main character. And now there are slugs that are coming off of the walls. There is like an actual literal couple thousand of them. And if they touched you, you instantly die. If one of them touches you, you instantly die. Now, I don't know how the slug works. Maybe it was just because it touched his head. Like, maybe that was the case. That could have been a possibility. Because, okay, so the first guy, we don't know where the slug was that touched him. Maybe it wasn't his head, maybe it was somewhere else in his body. That's why he didn't see it. The other guy, yeah, his face was put on the water, and then he had slugs on his face, and then he died, and then the other guy, the slug fell on his head as well, and then he died. The thing is that it fell. Sorry, I hit the mic. I do this a lot. The thing is that it fell, and then he like pulled it off and was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then he died. So that's like the guy underwater, that was several seconds, and he never removed them. But this guy removed it relatively quickly, and he didn't throw it away. I feel like he should have. But he died to it regardless. So they are very deadly. I think it's safe to assume that if you get touched by them, you instantly perish. You instantly die. Your body is like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. We're done. I have to say, I like the alien shit that we're dealing with. And like this is fun because it's like alien fauna is what it is. And I like it a lot because whenever you say aliens, you usually deal with like Green Little Men, or not always, but like you deal with aliens as in, oh, that is an alien creature. Sometimes it's a humanoid. Oftentimes it's a humanoid, some kind of biped or whatever. And you know what? There are several explanations as to why that can be. For example, there are only a specific human body types that evolve into a way of life that can develop a space travel, which justifies the reason why aliens are out there, and they all look kind of similar to us. That's a good explanation. In this case, we have to deal with like alien slugs and some weird alien parasite. Is it a parasite? I don't think it's a parasite. They said it this episode what it was, but I don't know what it is. This fucking thing that is eating away at your eye. That shit. That is just some alien fuckery that is in the air, and it just came out because of the flood, because it craves it, I suppose. And it just came out, and it's like, oh shit, those eyes, they look pretty juicy to me. So then they just infected, and there you go. You're fucked, right? The same with the slug. They just showed up and instantly untouched, you die. And it's like, yeah, it's like there's gonna be some weird interactions in between our bodies compared to this weird shit that we're seeing, right? One of them instantly kills you untouched. The other one latches onto your eyes because your eyes are kind of unique and your body's made of water, so it's like, it likes water. Fuck it. You know, I'm just gonna eat that shit. You know, that looks nice. So, I like that we're dealing with this, like, alien, like I don't want to say, like, I don't know what word I'm looking for. Because it's not like, often when you mention an alien kind of threat in a sci-fi setting, it's usually, like, advanced aliens or savage aliens. In this case, it's just like a couple slugs and like a parasite that you can't even see, and that's deadlier. That is more scary than an alien civilization, if you ask me. I do like that. Just to show this entire just room full of fucking slugs and untouched, you die instantly. The fucking parasite that is eating away your eye, that is instantly infected everybody, and everyone's gonna go blind in a day. Okay. Now the question is, will everyone go blind because of it? Like, will it actually happen, or are we gonna find a solution to it? I am inclined to say we're gonna find a solution to it, because, like, here's the thing, is that this show has never actually dealt permanent damage to main characters. Right? Like, the only one I can think about is, like, Shed from episode 4 in season 1. And at that moment, I was like, oh shit, this is what we're doing. Because I was like, they just kill off one of the main crew members, like, instantly. And I was like, cool. That means that we're gonna kill some main characters every now and then. We haven't done that. That is not to say that I want anyone to die. Because the thing is that I feel like what the Expanse is doing, and has been doing for a while, is this idea of, like, a family, right? A family getting together. And like, the idea of a found family, right? And I think that has been great so far, and I don't think they're gonna change that. So we have Holden, we have Naomi, we have Amos, and we have Alex, and that is a Rosie family. And we have a little bit of an extended family with, like, Gunny, a little bit of Azarella, not really. Maybe a little bit of Prax, maybe a little bit of Anna. You know, characters that have come and gone through the Rosie and have helped us out, and we interact with them sometimes. Maybe not anymore, but we did interact with Gunny this season. But, like, that's the thing, is that, like, the Expanse and the Rosie crew is like a family at this point, and they've mentioned to that, like, Naomi mentioned that a couple episodes ago when she was talking to Lucia. But the thing is that, like, I kind of want permanent damage / death, because something that I really like about, like, that episode of The Expanse, was it CQB or CQC, something like that, whatever, where Shed got his head blown the fuck off. I was like, shit, that was like a main cast member, and he instantly died. And I understand that you can't kill off main cast members often because you run out of a main cast. But I do kind of want to see main cast getting either killed or at least, and I would prefer this actually, get damage, like permanent damage. So I don't think Amos is gonna go blind because I feel like there's no way to recover from that, right? Like if you get a physical, like there was that guy in season 1, the fucking spy. He had like a cyborg eye. Would that could that work? I think it would work. I think it would work if you physically replace your eye with a robot eye, and you just kind of connect the thing to your brain. I think that would work. Okay, so if we have the technology to do that, we could potentially make Amos go blind, and then he'll become a cyborg. Okay, we could do that. I kind of like that actually. Okay, now that I thought about that, the possibilities of people going blind, of Amos going blind, have gotten higher. However, the show hasn't done any like permanent, actual, legit damage or something crazy like that yet. I feel like they're not gonna do it. I feel like this is just a threat that our heroes are here to overcome, and they're gonna do it. Like they're gonna overcome everything despite the circumstances, right? I think that is what this is here for. There are people gonna go blind, like the Belters and shit. Like some people are gonna go blind, but I think our cast is safe. So the Barbabicola is gonna fall and fucking die because it's running out of battery power, and the Rosie has more. And so Naomi is instructing the daughter. I forgot her name. Did I write it down somewhere? Felsia. Yeah, Felsia. So Felsia is fixing the ship under the instructions of Naomi, and this is cool because Naomi is actually an expert on this, and Felsia wants to learn. Like that is her thing. She wants to learn how to do all this cool shit, all this engineering. She wants to study to go do that. That's cool. And Naomi even gives her some advice regarding her mother, which she has a complicated relationship with, because even she had it even before this, and then now it's even worse because it's like you kill those people. Okay. Thing is that near the end of the episode, so Lucia has a conversation with Alex where Alex is like, okay, so I was a terrible father and husband, so go and like help your kid and your shit, because I couldn't. Like it's better for you to be. You're right on time to do it still, while I am not. And I'm just holding off to like a memory where I actually did get things right and I bought my kid sand. That's funny. I understand that sand is not easy to get in Mars. It's still funny though. If you open a fucking box and there was just sand in it, and he was like, "Thank you, Dad. This is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life." I'm just like, that's fucking great. It's funny that he was like, "Do you know how expensive it was to get that shit?" He was like, "Oh my god, that's funny." Anyway, so I like that, and Lucia instantly goes like, "Okay, I get it." So then she has the idea of essentially the Rosie just physically, manually pulling the Barbabicola so it doesn't fall. Okay, they try to work with the idea on how to do that. Oh. And what they eventually end up coming up with is we're gonna use the like nets to like get minerals or whatever, the mining nets, but there needs to be a bigger distance. So what they're gonna do is that we're just gonna disassemble the nets, and then we're gonna reassemble back together in like one single wire, one single line, and we're gonna use that to connect the Rosie to the Barbabicola, and it has to be like at least 1 kilometer long for safety. Okay, cool. So that is what we're doing with that, and that is a cool idea. And I like that Lucia had that idea, and then she gave it to Felcia, and Felcia was like, "Oh, okay, I see. That's kind of cool." And then they started like talking about it, and she was like, "Okay, so this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do that and this and this and that." And there was even the guy in the background in the barbacoa. He was listening to that, and he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. This kid knows what she's talking about, right?" And I like that. That is like minor details that prove, and that was there to prove that Felcia is actually capable, and this is actually something that she's very good at, and always has captivated her. This is not because she just wants to run away from home and from her mom. It's because this is actually her dream. She wants to be an engineer. She wants to do all this crazy shit. This is something that she likes a lot, and she's good at it. So that's good. So we got no Bobby nor Ashford Drummer, but we did get a lot more about Zarella this episode. So she came out on TV and she was like, "I'm sorry," and she was like, "I look like a fucking wimp. What the fuck did you guys make me say?" And that's funny because like Zarella is such a like hardened badass, and she wants to show no sign of weakness. And or like admitting that she's wrong ever. She's just like, "No, I want to get a head on a spike. That's why I should have come out there." It's like her methods are so like, they're like actually funny to me. They're way too much. Like her personality is way too much. Like it's like unapologetically too much. And that is something that I kind of like, honestly. Like, I don't think there was like anything wrong with the message that she gave on TV. I actually thought it was pretty good. And like, yeah, like her advisors are good at what they do. Like they made the message come off as like honest and understanding rather than like, I don't know, like something that a bad leader would say, because God, Lord knows we know what a bad leader looks like nowadays. But the fact that Zarella is like, "Fuck that shit," that makes me look so weak. It's like, it's fucking funny. You made me go out with my tits out. It's like, oh my god, Christian, you never change, never fucking change. All right, so the eye infection shit, that is fucked. That is fucked. And then Murtry is like helping out. And then I'm like, okay, what is your actual motivation here, buddy? I'm like, are you actually having a change of heart? Are you actually helping out? And it's like, no, he's not actually. So what he wants to do is that he wants to be kind of at peace with the Belters for the time being, just so we don't kill each other real quick. And then they're gonna try. Okay, so he talked to the. Okay, somebody told her name. Chandra Way, is that her name? To check that fucking name is. Okay, so Chandra Way, he's talking to her, and he's like, "Okay, so we gotta assassinate James Holden." Okay, Murtry, I like your character. Here's the thing, though. Holden's the main character, and this show hasn't killed the main character yet. He hasn't even gotten close to injuring one of her already existing main characters. I don't think this plan's gonna work out for you. If he actually goes through with it, I kinda already know the outcome. Just saying. Okay, so what he... And I like that he elaborated a little bit on what he feels everything works like, and what the world is like for him. And he explained that he is tired of being essentially pushed around by whatever corporation is out there to get the shit that he's here to get, right? Like, he's doing the dirty work for whatever corporation hires him to do. And he's just soaked in blood all the time, and he's like, "I'm getting 1%. And he's like, "I'm fucking tired of that shit." So what we need to do is that we need to understand this, like, whatever technology bullshit, whatever is happening here, that Holden has kind of access to it, maybe kind of. And if we can appropriate of that, then this planet is going to be worth billions. Then we can sell and make bank with that shit. It's like, My God, dude. Okay. Is Murchie just greedy? Is that it? Is that what his character comes down to? Just greedy? That's kind of lame. I think it's more interesting than just that. But that might be the ultimate goal, right? Just getting the money. But anyway, moving on. And by the way, he doesn't trust Chandra at all. He doesn't trust her at all. Because Chandra said like you never had to ask for like for a confirmation of my loyalty before, and he was like yes, but your recent activities of work has made me doubt that, which means that he doesn't trust her at all, which means that he's probably gonna backstab her, right? He's probably gonna backstab her. It's gonna be tragic if she's like loyal until the end and then he backstabs her. That would be fucked. And if she dies, it would be like development for Amos, I suppose. Amos has gone through a lot of development. He's such a good character. He's such a good boy nowadays. He's great. And I like that there's the moment where it's like, okay, Amos, I'm gonna need your help to calm everyone. And it's like, Amos? That's great. Because like it's like Amos has grown a lot since season 1. He's gone through Prax, he's gone through Anna, he's gone through all these awesome characters and events that has changed him as a person. And at this point, Amos is like he's like this hardened badass, but he has like a heart of gold at this point. He grew a heart of gold, right? It wasn't there before, or it was there, but it was very hidden. And now he's like actually like holding the kid's hand. He's like, I got your bag. You're going to be fine. You know, it's like, it's awesome, right? He might not be the best at choosing the words of what to say, but his intentions are clearly good and good nature. And I like that a lot. Okay. Christian and the husband are having issues. Kinda. The husband doesn't like what Christian is doing. I also kind of don't like what Christian is doing. But at the same time, Christian is like, I need you. Like, I need someone to rely on. And the husband is kind of being like, bitch, not me. which is a little bit weird. It's also, I'm still not getting used to this actor for the husband, by the way. Because, like, when he first showed up, I was like, who is this guy? And then he was like, I'm Christian's husband. And I'm like, are you? I forgot she had a husband, but I don't remember your face. And then people told me, no, he was recast. And I'm like, okay, that explains it. But I still don't see you as her husband. Even though you got more screen time than the first one did. It's because I feel like the first husband was kind of giving the vibe of like a wimp. Which made sense, considering he married Abazarala. So she's clearly the top in that relationship, right? She pegs him every night. This guy doesn't look like a wimp. This guy looks like an actual respectable member who actually has like some kind of like a personality that can deal with Christians, which is very different. And I feel it's almost like a different character. But that I don't even remember the first guy. That is just like the vibe I got from her. I remember the vibe I got, right? So okay, so it's still weird for me to see this guy, and I want to see where that relationship goes. But Christian is vulnerable because everything is going wrong for her, and not even the husband is there to back her up on this anymore. Which means that it's gonna lead up to some fucking wacky ass decisions that she's gonna make, and she already made one at the end of this episode. She decided, you know what? Let's fucking send the strike dream into the fucking ship and see what happens and try to find Marco Inara. And it's like Marco Inara was clearly not there, but they thought it was, and I was like, it's not. Because like they did make allusion to that previous episode. They were like, he's not stupid enough to show himself on camera, and they were like, everyone eventually makes mistakes, huh? And they were like, well, okay, let's roll with that. And it's like, no, it's a trap. So then they send the strike marine team in, and I'm like, okay, so they're not blowing up the ship, so the ship is gonna self-destruct, I suppose, because they didn't kill any civilians, and the ship is okay, and everyone should be okay if Marco Norris is not in that ship. So I'm like, okay, something's not gonna happen. And I'm like, okay, the ship's gonna self-destruct. And if it self-destructs, then they're gonna blame it on Earth because Earth was there. And that's exactly what happened. The ship exploded. and they're gonna be like, Earth blew up a civilian belter ship, and everything's gone to shit, dude. Like, it's gonna be real bad. And even if they don't crucify Christian for it, which they will, they're gonna crucify Drummer and Ash for the information. So shit's bad, yo. Shit's bad, yo. So that's how things are going on the Expanse for us. And then yeah, the fucking slugs. The fucking goddamn slugs. Fucking the moment when they're just like, yo, how many are... Oh, fuck. It's like, yeah. Do the slugs go all the way in? Are they... So this is what I want to know. Are the slugs coming off of the water? Or are they coming off of the actual walls of the construct? Right? The slugs could be like underwater like creatures. And now since we are underwater, then they're coming into us. Or are they coming off of the actual walls? Like, is the walls producing them or whatever? I don't know. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll learn more about the slugs. So we have, like, how many episodes left? Like 3? So we got 3 more episodes left. What can happen in 3 episodes? Also, it seems like we're cementing Mercury as, like, a clear antagonist now. Because the thing is that Mercury, for the most part, has been someone that is just, like... well, like, even if he is doing bad things, like morally bad, he hasn't been an antagonist yet. And by antagonist, I mean someone that opposes the protagonist. For the most part, he's just been like, I want to hunt down those belters that kill my people. And then it's like, I want my minerals. And it's just like, okay, buddy. Now he's actually just like, we need to take Holden out so we can get the fucking alien shit that is on this planet and sell it for billions. And now it's like, okay. Alright, now he's actually saying, I'm gonna kill the main character. That is a pretty antagonistic thing to say. So it seems like we are cementing Mercury as the antagonist. I like that. I like that my guy, Owen, my guy Burn Gorman here, has a big role in this show. I like that. I like that he's like an actual clear, just like main bad guy. He's like the Jules Pierre Mao of this season. And I like that a lot. I actually do. That's fucking dope. That's great. I like that. So, yeah, we'll see how that develops. I'm assuming. So next episode we're gonna have to deal with the fucking slugs and the eyes. We're gonna have to deal with both of them. Maybe there's some kind of link that we can maybe like hope for. Also, Holden is immune to the ice thing, so maybe we can get something from Holden, and that will like, I don't know. That will help us out. We can like Gold experience that shit when Gold experience fucking took the poison of purple haze from the snake that was also a brick, and then he just injected into himself with like his finger, and that gave him poison immunity, and he didn't die from it, even though more than 30 seconds passed. I'm making references nobody gets at this point. I'm tired. I think as I said for this review, I think we're done. We're done. Dude, the other day I saw a channel of a dude that made reviews of like games, and he talked about the games for like half an hour, and then there was a remaining 2.5 hours where he just told his like life story every time. And I'm like, I actually was like, I kind of want to do that. I actually was like, I admire this person. This person is now one of my favorite content creators. I've not seen anything from them except for like this shit. I love it. That's what I want. That's what I like. I like the complete just derail into nonsense and then make sections on the video and chapters about the derails. And you look at the thumbnail and you go like, I just wanted to hear a review about Doom, man. And it's like, no. You're going to learn about my childhood when I was 13 years old. You're going to learn about the time when I lived in Tokyo. And it's like, this is fucking dope, dude. I love getting sidetracked into nonsense. I wish I could do it more. But I feel bad because I know people don't want to hear that. But I wish I did it more, honestly. Alright, whatever. I'm tired, man. This is it for this review, reaction, whatever episode of The Expanse. See you next week, guys. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching this reaction episode of The Expanse. If you would like to see the next one, it should already be up on Patreon, as well as full length. Check out the links in the description for that, social media, everything else, and I'll see you next time, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye.